Hi Stampers, this is Dena from PocketFullOfStamps.com. For today's card quickie, I wanted to show you how to create this fun top folding Z-fold card. It's actually pretty easy, so let me show you how I did it. To make this card, you're going to need a card base that is cut in half lengthwise, and it measures 4 1/4 inches by 11. The Z-fold piece, which is cut 3 1/4 inches wide by 9 inches. You'll need 2 pieces of Whisper White, and these are cut at 2 3/4 inches by 3 inches. And finally, you'll need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and I'm using the Merry Music Specialty Designer Series paper for this project. One is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and the other is cut 2 1/2 inches, 2 1/2 inches by 4 inches. I'm going to start by scoring my card base and my Z-fold piece. So let me get my scoring tool up here. The card base is scored at 2 3/4 inches. Oops, I don't know if this is in the camera. That's probably better. It's scored at 2 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And the Z-fold is scored at 3 inches and 6 inches. Okay. This card, as you can see, kind of tends to pop up a little bit. So to help it lay as flat as it can, we're going to get a really good crease with the bone folder. So I will just fold and then score it with the bone folder. And I want to do the same with my card base. One thing tip I want to give you for this is sometimes when you cut your paper long ways like this, you're cutting against the bias. So you want to fold with the valley in the crease, because that way it won't tear the paper up here at the top. So we're going to do that and fold it up here. And just using that bold folder just gives you a nice little flat fold. Okay, next we're going to stamp the 2 pieces of Whisper White. And I already stamped these ahead of time, and I used the really cute little Santa Paws stamp set. Really fun little stamp set, especially if you are an animal lover, you have a lot of pets. This is a really cute set for Christmas cards. But I stamped mine in basic black, and then I colored in with the watercolor pencils and a blender pen. But you could use watercolor or Stampin' Blends, whatever's your favorite way to color is how you want to color them in. So we have all the pieces done. Let's put it all together now. I'm going to start by adhering the 2 pieces of background paper. So the first one is going to go right here. And I kind of like to eyeball it and center it up there. The second one is going right in here. Okay. The Whisper White pieces are going to be attached onto our Z-folds. So the first one is going to go on the top. And the second one goes inside. All right. So to put our Z-fold together, what I want to do on the back side, this is the front of the card, on the back side right here, I want to put adhesive about 1/3 of the way down. Well, I did a little bit, almost half, but just you want to leave this bottom part down here with no adhesive on it. So what I'm going to do is take that and adhere it to my card front. Make sure it's straight. Okay, then I'm going to put adhesive here on the bottom. And this one I can put adhesive all over the whole thing. Kind of fold my card together like this, so that when I open it, I have my little Z fold like that. Okay, the last thing I want to do is add the ribbon. And I could just wrap the ribbon around and tie it. Wrap it around here and tie it. But I want to show you a little trick that I've been using for years, and I actually really like this because it anchors the ribbon in place so it doesn't move around. You want to start by measuring your ribbon. Depending on what you're going to do on the front is how much ribbon you're going to need. If you're just going to do a simple knot on the front, then you're going to measure 3 lengths. 1, 2, 3. But I want to tie a bow, so I'm actually going to add 1 more length. So 4. And then I'll trim my ribbon off here. Next, I am going to punch a hole where I want my bow to be. And then from the back side, you're going to thread your ribbon up through, and I just grab something to poke it through there. Poke it up through there like that. Then you're going to take your other length and wrap it all the way around the card front, like that, and poke the other end back up through the same hole, like that. And then you can pull that tight. And you want to split the 2 ends and pull it tight as you can there. And straighten it up a little bit. And then you can just tie your bow from here, but that ribbon is not going to move around on your, whoops, this ribbon's kind of tricky because it's stitched different on both sides. So I kind of want to twist it around so it's all the same. But that, like I was saying, that hole punch in there is going to hold your bow in place when I'm all done here. It won't move around. And I know this is, there we go. I just want all the X's to show when I'm done here. So I'm just kind of twisting it around. And you can trim off your ends. And there you go. That's how you do this fun little Z-fold. Thanks for joining me for this card quickie. Until next time, happy stamping!